Propaholics J in the cut, getting ready for another show. It's an Apex card, but it's still a beautiful day. It's an Apex card, but we got a lot to talk about. Going fight by fight, prop by prop, play by play, okay? I think we got some good lines. Good lines worth looking at. From the prop betting side, we're talking all of them, everything, every fight. And we'll look to make some magic happen up in here. I hope you guys are doing well. Greetings to everybody watching. Welcome to the big show of the day, the Propaholics show. I'm looking forward to it. And listen, I'm blessed, bro. Congrats on 58K. Let's crack a Lock City from a subscriber who has watched since UFC 1. Your show is the shit. Thank you. Thank you, Mini Moo. I appreciate you, bro. Welcome to Propaholics, my people. What's up? What's up? What's up? Best underdog this week, AJ? I think Concrete is live. I think Sam Page is live. I think Bolaji's live. I think Anders is live. I think there's 4 good ones. 4 live ones, I should say. Does somebody of the bunch sell? Of course, it's fighting, right? But some good shit live to go down. So after this stream, there is supposed to be some Dana White news. I don't know when the Dana White news is coming, but I will be following this stream up, of course, with a reaction video to whatever's going down. I'm looking through. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I want to see if there's a time. No, there's not, per usual with Uncle Dana. We'll see what comes to be. I hope that something major is announced, dude. I really do. But I hope you guys are well. What's up? Legendary Refresh is right. We had some fights announced last night. I'm sure Dana is going to reiterate some of those points. I really hope that it's a dope announcement, not just him announcing, shit that we already know. I'm hoping they announce another couple fights for the White House cards. 6 fights is definitely not enough. Definitely not enough. Definitely not enough. Yeah, they got to add some more. But hey, a proper W to everybody watching. I'm excited to get into things with Propaholics. If it's your first time watching, you guys know the drill if you already know. But if you don't, we're going through each and every fight. Polls will be running in the chat. The chat will be taken into consideration. We'll have a nice conversation. And we'll see where the battle of the minds line up. You know, we'll see where we link up on everything on this UFC Vegas card. I'm going to get poll number 1 up. The girls are going after it in a rematch in fight number 1. A rematch that like nobody necessarily expected, but it's women's MMA, bro. It's women's MMA. Likes for the best in the business. Let's go, Rain G. Thank you, my boy. Thank you, my boy. I appreciate it, man. All right, let's get ready to jump into things. Poll is up in the chat. We're going to jump to fight number 1 for Propaholics, and we're kicking it off with the ladies. The ladies. Piera Rodriguez versus Sam Hughes. I have to favor the side of Sam Hughes in a gritty and competitive fight. By no means do I think there's an easy path to victory. She has to deal with a pressure-heavy Piera, but my God, I don't think Piera Rodriguez is that good. She'll hit takedown. She'll control a little, but you can get up from her top game. Her striking is okay. I feel like Sam Hughes is on fire right now. I feel like Sam Hughes is going to do more damage. She could have won their first fight. It was a coin flip. I'd rather be on the Sam Hughes side to get it in a close one. I'm doubtful of Piera Rodriguez, but I'm looking at chat numbers right now. It seems like chat is not so doubtful of Piera Rodriguez. Chat is leaning towards Piera Rodriguez right now. Chat likes Piera. Damn, bro. Chat liking Piera Rodriguez. Let's look towards the betting lines And I am going to start running through with some polls to bring up for what could be. So I think, and you guys can let me know in chat right now, how many of you guys in chat think this fight ends by finish? Number of hands. If you don't say anything. The chat's not even going to move. All right. The chat's not even going to move. Dana's about to go live. Listen, bro. Dana goes live. You tell me what's going on. After this stream, I do the video for it. Simple as that. Easy peasy, bro. I'll be live after this video for it. But I still got to run through props, man. I still got the betting show to cover before I get into the fun of the reaction shit. Don't worry, but I'll be reacting to it. Decision. Okay, so fight goes distance. Minus 450. Let's fucking dance. The fuck? Rodriguez decision plus 100. Hughes decision plus 150. Terrible. But that's where we're at. That's the pick between that. That's it. That's it. Something decision. So that's it. Something decision. Even Hughes split decision is not really worth it at plus 550, yo. There's really nothing here. Shit lines. This one is a shit lines. This one is a shit line. 55% of the chat picking Hughes. 45 picking Rodriguez. If I put two props up in your face, you're going to be looking at, probably the exact same outcome. You got Sam sub because she got a sub last time. Is Piera at risk of being subbed? Let's see. I mean, she did get subbed by Jillian, but Jillian's fucking good. All right, I got something. This is unlikely, but I'll put it in the mix just to add a little spice to it because I don't want to bore the fuck out of chat. We'll go Rodriguez by KO plus 700. Hughes by sub at plus 1,000. Give it a shot. Hey, enjoy the Ripski, Paku, my boy. I'm thinking I'm eventually start the Ripski J Q&As at least once a month on Wednesdays. I think that'll be a pretty lit show. Bringing it back in a big way. The Ripski J Q&A will slap, yo. The Ripski J Q&A will be different. I watched Useless vid today. He was calling you the GOAT today. Gave mad props. Hey, W to Useless, bro. I got to check that video out. He's a gangster, bro. I love Useless, man. I really wish him the best with his channel. I hope that his views continue to grow and his live streams continue to get more viewers. And I hope he just stays consistent, bro, because it's a lifestyle, you know? Content creation lifestyle. He's young enough that he can commit his whole life to it. All right, get your vote up in the poll for what you think is the best prop. I know this shit's boring, bro. Once a month is healthy. Still look after yourself, AJ. Hey, thank you, Paco. I think Ripski J Q&A once a month is a dope show. You guys will look forward to it. I feel like the numbers would be fucking solid for it. He's on a 5-week lock streak. Useless is the fucking man, bro. W Useless, bro. I wish he was here right now. I'd be hyping him up right now. I'd be hyping him up on the show. Ripski J Q&A, Puff. Hey, let's go, Zashkata. Thank you for the $1, my boy. Ripski J Q&A will slap, yeah. If you ask me my favorite prop of this one, it's the Hughes decision line. That's my favorite. You stop smoking during the weekdays. I think it's a solid strat. I'm probably going to pick one day to smoke every week or two. I have some CBD lying. I haven't smoked it, though. But I do have some new stuff. But I don't want to fall into the, I need it for every stream and then it's all night, every night. I'm not ready to jump into all that, at least not at this point. Am I saying never? No. No, I might be doing a stoned propaholics video eventually, like that's definitely a possibility with me. Eustace is our young GOAT, bro. Big love to him. Last time you did was Holloway versus Charles. I hope you enjoyed the fuck out of the fight. I know we do need more votes, chat, but we need more people in chat. So make sure you guys hit the like button. We're at the 10-minute mark of the stream. Let's get 30 likes for 10 minutes. So make sure you guys smash the like button if you enjoy the Propaholics vibe and the Propaholics show. And, you know, we'll get this algorithm pumping for this fight. Hey, but keep your eyes on the channel, though, because this ain't the last piece of content tonight. With Dana White supposedly announcing some big shit, I am going to do a breakdown of everything. Full in-depth reaction. We'll see what the vibe is like. We'll see what the vibe is like, bro. We'll see what the feel is. What's good, MMA Experts? Badass show. Thank you, my boy. Thank you, my boy. What's good, Lock J? Don't worry about the haters. Pick 30K cards. You're going to have a slump at some point. It's valid 40K OTS, but I'm back on business, Jay. The haters don't even bother me, bro. They just jealous, bro. Like the dude who I just kicked out of here. The dude got over 100 comments on my channel trying to sell you on his YouTube channel. I was like, all right, I got to boot him out, bro. He be spamming chat all day. Yeah, Paco, I had to send him, bro. He was spamming chat earlier, bro. When's Baldy going live with the announcement? After UFC BJJ, I'd assume. Fell through the ice today. Hughes by decision, a good pick. I think that's it. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Alyssa Panna Becker, Tampa native savagery. Yo, we're going all the way up. I feel like this week is the biggest way of getting back on business, Jay. Women's cycle is crazy, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. I wish him luck, bro. Respect to Maddie Betts for always going for wild shit. Respect to him, bro. I'm due, love MMA. You're right. I am due. It's all coming together, my dog. I believe in this shit. Dude, I feel like $1 million, bro. I went to the gym. I had a fantastic workout today. I'm 186. I still was able to hit 225 for 7 on incline bench, which I was hype as fuck about. No spotter. So I feel like life is great, man. The body's coming, you know, together in a nice way. I'm looking forward to overall every fucking day ahead, man. We've been back on business, Jay, the whole year. I might have to drop that slogan at this point. I'm 5'9", bro. Skyman, what's up, bro? W, my boy. Chilling, bro. We're getting into the props. Having a vibe. We got Hecher, Sousa, and Luan Lacerda. Listen, bro. Hecher, Sousa is the better fighter. Luan Lacerda could out-grapple him. I doubt it, though. Hecher Sousa is defensively sound in grappling, and he's offensively effective with good body lock work, good physicality, dangerous punching ability. I would say live for a knockout finish in like the second or third round. Lacerda brings tricky grappling to the table, though, that I have to put respect on. But ultimately, the truth of it is this. Hecher Sousa is a more well-rounded MMA fighter from what I can recognize from the tape that we can see. The X factor that Luan Lacerda brings into this fight is 3 UFC fights. And not terrible opposition rate in those UFC fights. To be fair, though, his win last time was against Simon Oliveira, who is not very good. Hecher Sousa is certainly better than Simon Oliveira. Cody Stamann, Mr. T-Rex Arms, beat Lacerda some years ago. Damon Blackshear handled him. I think Hecher Sousa is live to beat him, live to knock him out, live to win a decision. Both are method of victory calls that feel live. We're at the apex in the small cage. Hecher Sousa known for finishing people by knockout in the later rounds. I'm going to trust in Hecher Sousa's gas tank, and I'm going to trust in his ability to weather an early grappling attack from Lacerda. Lacerda fatiguing and breaking to the Hecher Sousa hands. I'm going to go Sousa by second or third round knockout. So I like Sousa by KO. I feel Sousa is a confident pick. I didn't include him in the most confident picks, but I left it out, not because I didn't feel like he was the most confident pick, because I just wanted to throw some more veterans in there. And I know my boy Finchman is on the other side with Lacerda. Not saying that got in my head, but I was like, you know, I can understand the argument for picking Lacerda because of his grappling, but I did a lot of tape on Hecher Sousa because initially I said to myself, is Hecher Sousa in trouble against Lacerda? Are Lacerda's back takes enough? And I watched Hecher Sousa grappling, and I watched Hecher Sousa getting up from a takedown and then never being taken down again in a fight, and out grappling a grappler in a fight and finishing him with ground and pound. I'm like, this guy breaks people. So Hecher Sousa, I would say he is a most confident pick, but he was not on the most confident picks lineup for Wednesday. Post weigh-in, obviously, I speak about feelings and shifts. I'll tell you right now, after sitting on it longer, I kind of feel a little sad that I didn't include him because I'm hype about the prospect. So we're going Hecher Sousa to win. You're going Hecher Sousa to win. We're all going Hecher Sousa to win. The thing is, how? How does Hecher Sousa win? Brown belt in jiu-jitsu is not bad. A brown belt in jiu-jitsu is very good if you know how to grapple for MMA. You don't need a black belt in gi jiu-jitsu to be a good MMA grappler by any sense of the imagination. Fighting, grappling, different. Crossover, yes, but different. Hecher Sousa. Let's see. So, Sousa by KO is plus 215. Sousa by decision sits at plus 275. Most significant strike, Sousa 2-1. Sousa KO or decision minus 175. Sousa wins over a round and a half plus 125. Let me think about that one for a second. Sousa does have 6 first-round wins. He does have 6 first-round wins. And he's also got 3 submissions. Luan Lacerda, his only first-round finish losses by sub 2014. That's not really relevant to today. Thinking about the prop betting side. Hey, what's up, We Game All Night? Thinking about the prop betting side. You want to be DGen? Sousa. Damn, round 2 is only plus 450. I think round 2 or 3. Over 1.5, minus 190. This fight is like a little bit hard to prop bet because like how I would like to play it is Sousa wins after round 1. But Hernanov likes him in round 1. Sousa KO plus 215. Decision plus 275. And sub is only like plus 400. I'm going to say Sousa should win this fight inside distance, but they're only giving you plus 105 for it. AJ, you want to be a DJ? I know they're making it tough for this fight, though. Initial method of victory lean, late stage knockout. KO. KO decision is minus 175, which is not great. Sousa wins by KO. Round 3 plus 1100. Round 2 plus 700. Round 1 plus 550. I'll put a Sousa decision line as a votable option in the poll. This one took some thought, though. Sousa double chance, KO or sub, plus 100. Inside distance is live at plus 100 for sure. Plus 215, 275 rather, decision. All right, I got it. Yeah, plus 100 is not good enough for me, though, I will say. Sousa KO round 2. Plus 7. I'm hyped for Asplund, too. All right, I got it. I got everything. I got it all. I got it all put together. I know what we're going to do here. So, Sousa to win. Everybody's picking him, 94%. I don't expect him to lose this fight. You can put him in a 2-leg parlay on the money line. High likelihood of success. I'm doubtful of defeat for Hecher Sousa. Now, as far as propping this fight up, you have a couple of ways you can do it. You can go with lighter prop bets that don't really bring much excitement. Sousa by sub is plus 400. It's not that good. I just prefer the KO side. But no, I mean, you're right. The sub could also end up hitting and then you're kicking yourself. Sousa should win. Sousa probably knocks him out. Sousa probably wins by second or third round knockout. Yeah, Luan does have good subs. So if he is going to get submitted, I think it's because he's broken, not necessarily because he's, out grappled. I think the KO power is it. Hey, what's up, D Fight Lab? I'm feeling good, bro. We're talking props. We're looking at all the beautiful lines, man. The losses for Lacerda, Damon Blackshear, ground and pound, and Cody Stammen, decision. Both guys grappling focused with some striking ability. I think we're all getting back on track with the main event W this week. I think this is the give me. I think this is the give me. This should be the give me week. This should be the get back week. I think Dana White's announcement is probably going to drop at 10 p.m. Eastern time. It'll probably be as we get to the main card. I think that's when Dana's going to drop his announcement. I'm excited as fuck, though. I'm hyped to have a video to do after this, man. I definitely think this card outperforms the BMF card completely. I've been thinking the exact same thing. Like, yo, this card is going to bring heat, man. This card is going to be a vibe. Sean Hamzat, definitely. Hey, what's up, Ink Soldier? What's up, bro? It is a good Vegas card. I fuck with it a lot. Vegas card bringing some thunder, man. Vegas card bringing some heat, man. I think Dana announces Hamzat Strickland for the UFC 328 main event. I'm like really sure of that. If it's not Hamzat Strickland, it'll be Hamzat versus Imavov. I think there's a possibility. I don't know. Is the rumor true or is it bullshit? Is Movzar pulling out on a fucking 4 days notice? Somebody's getting called up. Dana White said he's announcing the next 9 events. If it's things we already know, that's fucking weird. It's got to be UFC 328 main event. That's the main thing he's going to announce. I hope that there's some bangers. Holy shit, man. I think John Silva, dude, he's not going to be able to, he's saying he's walking around at 184. Jeez, he's not going to make 45 this weekend. If the Movzar rumors are true, I don't know who the fuck's stepping in. Yo, Goldberg, where the hell you been, my boy? It's good to see you. Who's next? Thank you for the 20 Canadian, bro. What's up, Agent? Give me a jackhammer parlay. I'm giving you my most confident parlay, bro. Mitzabek Orolbai with Delgado, both to win. I see that shit hitting. If you don't like the line of that, I understand. You could throw in Hecher Sousa for a little love if you believe in the prospect and make it a 3-leg. W Goldberg. Good to see you back, bro. You put me in a great mood, man. I ain't seen Goldberg in a minute, y'all. W Goldberg. How's life going, bro? Let me check in on you, man. DDP Allen better be the co-main event of 328. Fuck yeah. No, that's a letdown. Damn, bro. Chad has decided Sousa ITD is going to win. Just in case he gets the sub, they're covering both ends of it. What is Louis Sutherland good at? Being a heavyweight. and pressuring forward, but he's going to get destroyed by Perisic. If he beats Perisic, bro, if he beats Paris, I don't know. I'm going to lose my fucking mind, bro. Wound up using college basketball lock that hit for one of my 3 legs. Just need Orolbai and Delgado. Hey, W, Matt LePage. Good luck. Chris Curtis trained a lot with Sean. He actually don't really train as much with Sean as you think. They're friends. But he's not like they don't spar, bro. They rarely spar from what I've heard. Like they don't actually work together like that. They're just friends. AJ's keeping Hulkamania alive with those? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, let's keep running. Next fight on the card, Bia Mesquita, Montserrat Rendon. I think Bia Mesquita out-grapples her. Gets on top. Come on, bro. You got to have some faith in championship-level jiu-jitsu. But, yeah, I mean, listen, I know Finchman was saying he likes Monsi. I couldn't bring myself to bet on either one of these ladies on a money line, of course. Not my cup of tea, betting on a minus 650 favorite in a women's fight and just chasing odds from Monsi Rendon, who I don't really think is good. Just seems wasteful of my money to me. So it's not something I plan on doing. You know, if you're chasing odds on this one, Bia Mesquita to win by KO is plus 400. If you think she does ground and pound, it's plus 100 for Mesquita to win by sub. Could she win by submission? Definitely. Could she win by KO? Definitely. But could it be a decision? Yeah. One of those fights, man. One of those fights. There's just like not much to make happen here. Like if you like Rendon, you got a huge underdog. If you think Rendon is going to pull this shit off and shock the world, Rendon by a decision. Unanimous is plus 900, split like plus 1800. I don't like plus 400. You getting 4-1 odds on that shit. Mosquito by knockout at 4-1. Bia sucks at takedowns. If she's caught striking, she could get fucked. What's Monsi decision on the other side? She's never won a fight by finish. A 650. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yo, to be honest, bro, this fight is like not worth your fucking time, but I'll just throw shit out. You throw shit at a wall, it's probably going to hit. See what fucking sticks. I don't give a fuck about this fight. Like as a real motherfucker, straight up to all of you, this fight I don't give a shit about. I don't even care to watch it, but I will. All right, I'll throw some polls up. Yep, we're here. Make it happen. Chat, we're at 34 likes. Yo, let's get 40 likes for the half-hour mark of stream. Chanel Butler. I've seen Chanel Dyer. AJ McKee stuck in PFL sucks, dude. I feel for him, bro. Being stuck in the B League sounds awful. Especially when you look like you have A-League talent. But hey, as long as you're getting paid. Bro, parlaying Bia is not something I would recommend at all. I would say just like sit on the sidelines with a ladies fight like this. You ain't got to bet every fight. I think Dana's going to announce a replacement opponent for Benil Dariush. Somebody will take that fight on short notice. I don't know who it'll be, but somebody will be stepping in. Somebody would jump at the chance. All right, breaking news. Khamzat Chimaev will defend his title against Sean Strickland at UFC 328. Official. Just announced. It's official. I mean, wasn't hard to assume. But that is the announcement. Is Dana White live right now announcing more? Did we miss the Dana White live? About to go to Instagram right now. Is he still live? Watch the full fight announcement. Dana's announcing every main event till the White House card. Okay. It's a real promo video on YouTube. Holy shit. Jack Della, Carlos Prates, Benil Dariush, Quilly, and Salkill. I told you they're finding a replacement, but they're doing it in Perth. They're doing it in Perth. That's cool. I like they're doing a proper promo. Hamzat Strickland, Blahovic versus Bogdan Gushkov 2, and Bobby Green versus Jeremy Stevens. That's kind of dope. That's kind of dope. Melky Arnold Allen, we already knew about it. Song Yadong, Davis and Figueiredo. I don't know if it was like a waste of time. Zhang Ming Yang, Alonzo Menafield, whatever. Bilal versus Bonfim. They told Bilal to go fuck himself. That's crazy. White House card is still the same. Nothing different. Herrera gone. Bang, bang. That's it. That's it. Taliesin Teixeira versus Sergey Pavlovich. What the fuck? How the fuck does that industry plant motherfucker? What the fuck? Jazz Davicius versus Corinne Silva. Tyler Phillips versus Charles Jourdain is very good. Okay. There's your lineup. UFC finally doing a proper video. We finally have a little effort from the UFC. I wonder what the fuck happened. What changed their mind? Song versus Figgy, Bonfim. All right. Okay. There's your lineup, bro. Early reaction. Not bad. Right? You know? That's fine. Whatever. Greens versus Stevens is so random. The UFC doing a YouTube announcement. Respect to them. Bro, I love me some Kyler Phillips, Charles Jourdain. Cooley and Sal killed versus Benny Dariush is perfect. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, Taliesin Teixeira versus Pavlovich. That's strange. Mesquita by sub at plus 100 wins. I like that the UFC did a YouTube video. It's on the UFC YouTube channel. Actually trying to promote some shit, man. Not just a Dana White IG live. Hamzat versus Strickland is cool. Wow, Bonfim and Bilal is at the apex too. That's kind of fucking hilarious, dude. Yo, but 328. Chimaev Strickland. I like that. I like that shit. Pavlovich, though, versus fucking Taliesin. So random. Melky Allen's amazing, but they announced that yesterday. There's definitely some shit to talk about, bro. I will be doing a full news reaction to the latest after this stream. I'll get into everything. So let me fucking run through this stream so we can, we can cook up some magic, bro, and not talk about Bia Mesquita versus fucking Montserrat Rendon anymore. I'm actually getting genuinely bored contemplating what the hell I'm doing right now. That's how I feel. I'm antsy to do that video, bro. So I'm about to fly through these fucking prelims, bro. I'm not spending an hour on fucking more prelims. All right. We're moving up, bro. Already 35 minutes. I'm taking too damn long. Taliesin did look terrible against Ty. He's cooked. He's cooked. Next fight on the card, Brad Tavares, Eryk Anders. So I look at this and I think to myself, would I rather be on the side of chinny Brad Tavares, who doesn't have a lot of power, or heavy-handed Anders, who's kind of slow? I'd go heavy-handed Anders, and the line flipped to him as a favorite, which tells me with this insane-ass line movement, he probably won't be losing. We've seen this numerous times before. We see it often. If the line moves drastically, you know the way the fight's going to go. That's it. So the line has moved wild. Anders should win the fight. It's probably going to grow. If you see weird line movement, there's somebody with inside info. Tavares probably injured. He's minus 127 now. I picked him as an underdog all week, but now he's the favorite. And I anticipate him going out and winning. Seeing the line movement, it's like you could just money line it though. Like it's close enough that you could just say, fuck it, I'm going straight down the center. But minus 127 is the line for Anders at this point. You have to assume that Anders' power is the ultimate difference maker, especially with this line movement. I'm thinking Tavares might be fighting injured. I'd say Anders by KO at plus 350 seems like hell alive. If you don't like KO for Anders, I mean, you could just money line him, and it's not bad. Sub is very unlikely. Dude, the Strickland Chimaev presser is going to be crazy. The UFC is like slightly back on our good side because of this shit. Dude, you got to think Anders knocks him out in the first or second round. If you still want to have faith in Tavares, because surprisingly, some of you guys do, Tavares wins by a decision, plus 165. There you go. Anders wins by decision is plus 235. Anders round one. If you really want to go D-Gen ballsy, I'll read it off to you. Anders round one plus 750. Round two is plus 950. You could prop those rounds if you felt good about it. I mean, bro, you got to trust in Anders over Tavares at this point. I would just bet Anders money line. Hey, bro, I feel like my picks are on fire this week. Right? All right, all right. Bam. Get your votes up in the poll. You think Tavares will hang around and win a split? Bro, the line movement's been crazy. I wouldn't trust him. I think he's fighting injured. 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 I think he's fighting injured, bro. I do. I think he's fighting injured. I think Bolaji should go on the parlay. I mean, it's a risky piece. Nah, I don't think Johnson took a dive last week. I mean, I was picking second round knockout Dober, so it didn't surprise me. I didn't watch that and think to myself, dive. I watched that and think, yeah, the fight went exactly how I thought. The fight went exactly how I thought it would. Destructive. Destructive ass whooping. Yeah, dog. I can't trust in Tavares' chin. He gets knocked out too much for me. I think he's beyond washed. And Anders' money line is the way to go. I know it's propaholics, but Anders' money line is the chat pick. And I think that's the right pick for you guys, and myself included. That feels like the A side. No, Hecher is not losing. Great call on Dober round two. Looking back, it makes so much sense. Hey, thanks, Parlay Princess. Anders should get this one. I think he finishes. Anders KO plus 350. He should win by knockout. I think he should be able to close distance on Brad and catch him. I don't know, man. Brad Tavares is shit. He don't have power, bro. And like Anders does. And the last thing to go is power. I'd rather back power. Dober is guaranteed entertainment, bro. I love Drew Dober. I pick him all the time. Anders is retiring after the fight. Always fade a fighter who's going to retire, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Tavares is retiring after. Hey, what's up, Useless W? Hey, I heard you said some kind words about your boy, bro. Thank you, man. I was hyping you up, man. W Useless. Hell yeah. All love, bro. Listen, chat, make sure you run the likes up. I want to get 100 likes while I'm live on this stream. So spam that like button. Show some love to the Big J. I'll be doing a reaction video after this stream. Obviously, I still have to record it, but I'm going to be talking all things that were announced by Dana White in his attempt to try and, win us back over after that hell of a letdown White House card. Jan Bogdan, why would they run it back? Because it was a good fight. Because it was a good fight. Oki Sosa next. Listen, dude, I'm thinking this. Manoel Sousa is big, jacked, and scary, but I don't know if he's any good. I saw good moments from him when his opponent on Contender Series was gassed out. But, like, he's got kind of a wild striking style with his overhand shots. Doesn't seem to have the best grappling either. I know Bolaji is a little bit stupid sometimes, but when you look at Bolaji style, he's quick with his straight shots. He has power in both hands. If he can just chill the fuck out a little bit and not blow his wad, I feel like I have to go a UFC veteran that had a really good fucking round one early against a solid Mason Jones who's experienced. On top of that, also was still able to get to Chris Duncan with a big shot. Like the guys he's losing to have these insane ground games. Maybe insane, or have these very good ground games. AJ, you're one of the best in my opinion. Thank you for the insight and picks. Hey, Jerry Hernandez, thank you for the love, bro. Hey, the Sig Bex, he just joined AJ. What do you think of the Strickland Hamzat fight? I could generally see it being competitive. What's your thoughts on it? How I view that fight is this. Hamzat Chimaev will be the most scary wrestling pressure style Strickland has fought before. And he's not going to be like Fluffy Hernandez getting caught up in a boxing match. He is going to look to wrestle, and he's going to get in on the hips. Now, we're going to find out how good Sean Strickland's get-up game is, because Hamzat on top is out of this fucking world. I really think that the Hamzat wrestling pressure will overwhelm Sean Strickland. I would love to see Strickland win some striking exchanges. I'd love to see him stop some takedowns. But damn, dude, Hamzat's striking is also very capable. I could see him touching Sean Strickland with a clean punch. I don't think Strickland is beating Hamzat, dog. I think Hamzat is positionally dominant. I think Hamzat is wearing on him. I think Hamzat is pulling off a win in this fight. I'm picking Hamzat Chimaev. I'll get into it more in depth when we do that reaction video, and we'll talk more about the fight. I love the fight, though. Back to this fight, though. I'm going to go with Bolaji for the puncher's chance. Not because Sosa couldn't beat him, but because I don't know for sure where I even rate Sosa, His wins are outside of the UFC. PFL, I don't give a fuck if a guy's coming from PFL. That is not the UFC. I think this is more of a 50-50 fight, but the odds of this matchup are more of what a UFC veteran would have against, a guy coming in off some L's. I don't understand, why is it that the side of Manoel Sousa is a minus 270 favorite here? I never understood these. As soon as I said, what? I said, this is minus 110. Like, this is even money fight. Bolaji has the death touch of power, and he has serious skill on the feet. Sosa on the other side is a dangerous brawler with good overhand shots. But he's not very slick. He's not going to be getting out of the way of punches. He's going to take some on the chin, and then we'll find out if he has that fucking iron chin. That's what it really comes down to. Is Sousa going to be able to get him down? Does Oki gas? There's some, scary elements to this fight for sure. Oki by KO sits at what? Plus 450? I think Oki by knockout is a live outcome in the spot. But he has won decisions before. So we'll put Oki KO plus 450. Sosa by submission is 5-1. Sosa by KO is plus 190. Sosa by decision is plus 180. Oki decision is 6-1 odds. Bogdan and Jan is an unexpected rematch. I heard rumors they were working on that fight. If Strickland ends up miraculously pulling off against Hamza, where does this place him in the middleweight GOAT list? I mean, he's making a serious jump. Palato's Timu Poetan is funny as fuck. All right. If you like Manoel Sousa, how do you think he wins? Knockout, submission, decision? Sosa by KO? Okay, I'll put it on there for you. I keep calling him Sosa, but really it's Sousa. Thinking of Manoel Sosa's in my mind, bro. Or, excuse me, Hecher Sosa's in my mind, bro. Oki KO, Oki decision, Sosa KO. What else? Skipping this fight, Oki's hit or miss. Totally fair. Totally fair. What's the over 1.5 here? Minus 170. Sosa decision plus 180. I'm not really a crazy prop bet fan of this fight. I think you could consider staying away, or you could Bolaji Oki money line it. The chat is even Stevens on this fight, 50-50. A true split down the center. Even Stevens. Oki Sosa is a pick'em's fight. The value side would be towards Oki. Because I don't think a debuting Sousa who lost the first 2 rounds on the Contender Series should be sitting at this line for his UFC debut against a capable 4-fight UFC vet. What do I think about this parlay? What is it? What's the parlay? Show me the parlay, bro. Bro, Benny Dariush versus Quillian Salkild makes me happy. That shit makes me happy, bro. I feel bad for Benny, but Salkild KO. I feel bad for Bilal, dude. Bilal's getting thrown to shit. Damn, Bilal. They're giving him bone film, dog. They're really trying to build him off of him. I saw they switched the Asplund fight with the Charles fight. Bia Mesquita sub, Delgado KO, Robertson decision, live 3-leg. I'm not smiling over Benny's grave. I mean, I like Benny. He's a good guy. Benny's one of the good guys in this fight game. But I think he's cooked. Dude, it just feels like it's a setup for Bonefim to outwork him. But to be fair, Bonefim has not fought that level yet. Bonefim hasn't proven it yet. We'll see. We'll talk about that shit after this video or after this live stream. Amavov got done dirty. He didn't want it. They had to set up the biggest fight. Dude, they are trying to win us over with this main event. Dana White and the UFC are attempting to win fans over after the fumble of the White House card, dude. They are taking the backlash and they're like, "Oh shit, we got to come up with something. Like we got to make a video for this. Like we got to put some effort into this shit." We did see something similar with Luke Fernandez. You're right. I know we did call Benny's last win ever the Moicano win, and I'm happy that I did. I'm grateful, bro. I always remember his last win ever. All right, I got to keep moving up the card, man. I'm gonna try to spend all day, but Sosa by KO won. Oki by decision came in third. Right. Strickland versus Chimaev is a banger in New Jersey. 327 and 328 are actually good cards. Fucking thank God. I have said it, bro. The UFC heats up after quarter one. I told you guys this would happen. I've seen it year after year. All right, Elijah Smith, Su Young Yu. I like Elijah Smith. I think he can wrestle with Su Young Yu. I definitely think he's a better striker. Nice speed advantage with his hands, and he's a lot longer. Su Young Yu is forward pressure heavy, but I think he's going to be getting caught by the slicker boxing of Elijah Smith. It'd be rather surprising to see Su Young Yu outwork this kid. I think that Elijah Smith has good 3-round cardio. I think Elijah Smith has solid explosive abilities. I do think his takedown game is also respectable. They saw the throwback theme fan made hype videos that were sick and had to try one. I'm glad they did it. I'm sleeping on Sue. I've heard that. Minus 265. Elijah Smith, a little wide, man. A little wide is a favorite. Young Bucks, a little wide is a favorite. Let's see Smith to put the hands on him. Plus 385 for the KO. Smith to look violent. I'll put it as an option. You by decision, plus 240. Smith by decision, plus 120. Jeremy Stevens is back again, bro. And actually, him and Bobby Green is a perfect fight. Over 2.5, minus 225 is shit. Smith wins over a round and a half. Minus 145. Not even worth your time. Any fight announcement? Bro, they dropped a handful. I'll be doing a video after this stream, but Hamzat Strickland, 328. Song Yadong Figueiredo. Jeremy Stevens, Bobby Green. They're trying to win us back over, man. They know we're upset about the White House shit. So they're like, all right, how can we win us fans back? Well, best way to do it, drop some banger cards and stop fucking giving us garbage on numbered events. That's the God honest truth. All right. Here we go. Get your votes up in the poll. I'm only dropping 3 options. I don't see you finishing. So Elijah Smith by KO. I think it's live. I think his hands are going to be the ultimate difference maker. I think he's going to look a lot faster. If you like Su Young Yu as a dog, respect. Respect, but I don't think so. Do I genuinely think they'll add another fight to the White House card? I really hope they do. 6 fights just doesn't feel like enough, but maybe not. Maybe they're satisfied with it. Maybe they're satisfied with it. I hope they add to the White House card, though, for real. You feel like Salkild's worse than Manuel? He'll still handle Benny, though. He's still handling Benny, dog. Bobby Green versus Hollow and Mikes is crazy. All right, so the chat is pretty confident Smith by decision. Nobody's backing Su Young Yu. I'm not going to spend all day on a fight that is lopsided. Wow, Asplund and Petrino not even getting featured prelim of the night honors. UFC hates Benny. They're just looking to build talent off of him now. The sad truth, bro. They're looking to just build names off of him. All right, let's get to this next fight where things I think heat up in a big way. Vitor Petrino versus Steven Asplund. The best versus the worst physique at heavyweight. I got doubts about Petrino, man. His gas tank is questionable. If he doesn't finish this fight early, what happens when we hit round 2? Asplund's got good striking. He's a solid boxer. He's got real fast hands, and he's got crazy volume, and he's got power. Petrino's got the ground skill advantage, but his fight IQ is questionable. I feel like he's getting caught by Steven Asplund. I think Asplund could really surprise him by dropping some steamy punches on him. And Petrino gets low output. Round 2, he's slow and steady. He looks for one big shot. And if he lands, he lands. But I feel like Steven Asplund is an underrated athlete. You look at his build and think he's unathletic. But Asplund can move, man. I'm going Steven Asplund. I think Asplund wins by KO. I don't trust in Vitor Petrino by any sense of the imagination. I think Vitor Petrino is too risky. Now, the money line for Asplund is at 2-1 odds. I think he's a very live underdog here. You're looking towards the prop betting side. Asplund by KO, plus 350 range. You're looking at Petrino. What's Petrino by KO? Plus 265? Hell yeah, Asplund, Jay. Let's go, Jersey girl. Asplund wins KO round 2 plus 1,200. Plus 1,400. All right. All right, all right. So Asplund KO 2 plus 12. 3 plus 14. Might be even better. Petrino wins in round 1. Plus 260. Petrino round 1. I feel like that's Petrino's way, but I don't know. I saw they announced every main card to the White House, bro. I'm hyped. I'm going to do a full proper video on it and talk about everything. Best bet is inside distance. I mean, the fight should finish. I like Asplund to put him away, man. Under 2.5. Minus 167. Ends inside distance. Minus 250. Shit lines, though. Petrino sub plus 225. Petrino KO plus 265. That's your lineup right there. But 61% of the chat is riding with the dog. I'm going dog. That's my savage dog call. I feel like he's live to win this shit, man. I think he's got this. I believe in him. I really do. I really do believe it. You can't hear anything, bro? My mic's connected. Let me check. I really do believe it. You can't hear anything, bro? My mic's connected. I hear good, bro. I got my stream right in front of me. I thought maybe I unplugged my mic or some shit. Oh, you good, bro. I appreciate you at least dropping your concern, my boy. Mic cutting in and out? How's it now, though? What about now? Mic cutting in and out? How's it now, though? What about now? Bump, mic cutting in and out? How's it now, though? Bump, 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 bump. What about now? Bump, 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 bump. Weird. It's good on your end? That's strange. Gone, Jay? It's good on your end? That's strange. Gone, Jay? It's good on your end? That's strange. Well, the echo is because I'm playing myself in the background. The echo is my doing, bro. All right, hold on. There's no more echo. You good. It's restarted now. It's fine. All right. It's a Wi-Fi thing, I think. But now I got full bars. Drops in and out. Noticed it in a few recent videos. Really? Oh, that's weird. I don't know. It might be due for a new fucking mic. Bro, I got Frontier, bro. I'll be paying $110 a month this shit. It's like 101 actually, I think now. They better be giving me some good ass Wi-Fi, goddammit. Motherfuckers. I'll pay attention to it. No issue on your end ever. Pretty sure he's the problem. No offense. Thanks. The mic could be bugging. It might be time. I think new mic. I'm here all the time. Only last 2 to 3 videos. Some shenanigans. Okay. Okay. I'll keep my eye open, bro. I always preview through my audio file to make sure there's no corruptions. But I'll play with something, bro. I appreciate you dropping some insight. The mic has a lot of wear and tear. I've been using this mic every day for a while. So if I got to get a new mic, I will. Asplund by KO is the community pick. Let's go. A guy with 0 takedown defense is the guy who thinks he'll get a knockout is insane. I feel like he's getting a knockout. High-tech J incoming. Bro, it might be time to upgrade the mic. I got a solid mic, but it's not that the mic is bad. I'm going to write it off on taxes for sure. I got to do my taxes in a couple weeks, actually. Good reminder. Shit. Got to fucking start paying those installments, bro. Installments, Jay. Can Sean beat Chimaev? Maybe. Taxes, never heard of her. Yeah, Hernano. No taxes is better. Asplund by knockout. The gang is all here. Asplund by KO, baby. Stand the fuck up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 328 early thoughts. They're trying to make up for that shit White House card, huh? Dariush is getting retired. Dariush is done for. Dariush is game, set, match, bro. Volkov is the co-main is bad in 2026. I mean, he still got that decision against Jailton, though. All right, let's keep running up the card. Orolbai, Chris Curtis. You guys know I think Orolbai is going to clear Chris Curtis. But it is risky to confidently bet on a prop in a fight like this. The prop betting side gets me a little wary. I think Orolbai outworks him, but Chris Curtis could survive. Like, does the caveman blast him in a round? I don't know if I can go out and say that. Orolbai wins and over 1.5 minus 145. Ugh. Like, what is there really to play? Like, what can we really do? Exactly. They wouldn't announce 328 this soon if they knew the White House wasn't a bust. They're trying to win us back over. Orolbai sub plus 375. Orolbai KO plus 375. Orolbai decision plus 135. My brain says decision. I see Orolbai winning, but Chris Curtis is hard to finish, bro. But Orolbai should beat him for sure. But Chris Curtis could go all three. So Orolbai decision makes most sense to me. I'll also throw out Orolbai KO. Let's say, you know, the power. He's able to body kick him with some shit. I don't feel good about it. Orolbai and over 1.5 at minus 145. I like. I think Orolbai's not going to respect him. Exactly, Herb. That's why I'm thinking it might be a finish. Like, he might just get up in his grill and drop bombs on him. It's a real take. Also, chat, we're at 68 likes. Let's get 70 likes up in here. Let's get 70 likes, Jay, before the main card. You got Orolbai KO decision as a parlay piece. I feel like it's live. Orolbai is 92% of the community's picks. It's not competitive. All right. Let's throw up some options for the people. Let's throw up some options, bro. Thank you for being like 69, Hernanov. Dude, I'm feeling blessed, bro. We hit 58,000 subs. We got lunchtime live tomorrow. We got a news reaction tonight, bro. It's like content galore from me, man. I'm hype as fuck. I hope you guys been enjoying. I'm excited. Bro, I love Hamzat versus Strickland. I don't necessarily love the UFC Macau main event. Yadong versus Davison, but they got to keep Davison alive, I guess. Dude, Kyler Phillips and Charles Jourdain, I love that fight. Dude, 328 is going to go hard as fuck. I love how the UFC just randomly calls up Jeremy Stevens for fights whenever they feel like it. Just gives them one fight deals, you know? This is a good week, bro. It's a decent little card. Susarkayev and Santos is random as fuck, but I think Susarkayev beats him. Santos is shit. 48% of the chat are going Orolbai by decision. I agree with the chat as well. I agree with the chat completely. I think so. Bro, for a little decent card, like, I'm happy, bro. Dude, the Hamzat versus Strickland announcement is amazing. That's a banger fight. That's a better low key. Nah, that's a bigger fight than Topuria Gaethje. I kind of feel like your back's against the wall this week. You need to dial in your final picks. You got this shit, bro. Sometimes the key with predictions is to think less. My most overthought picks tend to be my worst. My most confident, just initial instincts tend to be my best. But when you start overthinking it and painting the picture in your head too much, you find yourself picking Wes Schultz. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, 6 fights left on the card. We're about to get to our main card. Main card coming up next. Yo, Taco and King Green would have been cool, but Taco got a little more work to do, I think. Macy Chiasson, true. Yeah, it's too much thought. Can't wait to see Hamza get disgusted by Nina Drama's questions. Main card opener, Charles Johnson versus Bruno Silva. So, Charles Johnson historically struggles with veterans, right? But I think he gets a decision here against Bruno. I like his striking from the outside. I like his hand speed. I feel like Bruno Silva is going to have to really close distance aggressively. But to catch Johnson with some power shots, I'm doubtful of Bruno dropping him and knocking him out. You know? And then I look towards the Charles Johnson game. His takedown defense is good. And I feel like that's kind of the way you have to assume, Bruno's going to fight him. A little grappling, a little takedown threat. But I don't feel like he's going to be getting at those legs and taking them down. I see Bruno struggling to get takedowns. And I feel like Charles Johnson is going to be on point with strikes from the outside. Volume, cardio should be good. Lateral movement should be a difference maker. And I think he could potentially hurt Bruno Silva. I don't think violent intent for Johnson is out of the realm of possibility. But I do respect Bruno's craftiness, and I feel like he's probably live to survive the full 3. But I think Charles Johnson's going to cleanly outstrike him here and outwork him and take him probably on the judges' scorecards. But, I don't think it's a crazy idea to go Charles Johnson by KO in the later rounds. Dude, the money line is minus 160, so he has become a pretty close money favorite. A lot of money has come on the other side on against Charles Johnson on Bruno Silva. Over 2.5 minus 165. Johnson by decision is plus 140. Johnson KO plus 300. Silva ITD, I'll put that down, plus 270. Johnson round 2, 800. Round 3, 1,000. I did see all the fight announcements, bro. I think it's Johnson's get back fight. Under 2.5 plus 145. Fight ends inside the distance plus 110. I'll put that down for you. I'll put that down. Chad is leaning Johnson closely, though. It's not a blowout. 65. 65 is competitive. 65 is competitive. I got the no distance on it for you, Parlay Princes. Dude, the 328 main event is banging, bro. Low key, 328 is the biggest fight of the year so far. What's bigger, Ilya Gaethje or Khamzat Strickland? I feel like Khamzat Strickland. I guess Poatan gone, but it's still an interim title fight, though. Dude, he's definitely in shape compared to that fight against Kawe Hardwick. I mean, dude, he took that fight on short notice. He stepped in as a filler and he got killed. The 328 main event is better. There will be no press conference, dog. They have to. They got to have crazy security up there. They got to have crazy security. That fight, yo, 328's main event. This is the biggest fight of the year. That's the real main event. That's the White House main event. That's the real fight. Jeremy Stevens, King Green is dope. After the White House card fumble, after all the White House card backlash, they bring a better card for 328. At the very least, main event Hamzat Strickland, bigger and better. King Green Jeremy Stevens is fun. Brady Buckley is sick. Blachowicz Gushkov 2 is banger guaranteed. Volkov Waldo is just very interesting. Wow. No, they're not going to let Hamzat fight at the White House, but that still feels like the biggest fight of the year. The press conference alone will be better than the White House. Yeah. You missed some news, KZ. Hamzat versus Strickland, UFC 328 main event. Also, Jeremy Stevens back fighting Bobby Green. You think Volkov going to dominate Waldo? He definitely could. But Waldo might surprise him with some takedowns, bro. I could see Waldo grappling. Mixing it up. That'd be interesting. That'd be sick. Belal Bonfim is just them trying to sacrifice Belal. Understand, bro. Belal is getting done dirty. Dude, King Green and Jeremy Stevens is no easy pick. That's a tough fight. The hands of Jeremy Stevens are valid as fuck. Johnson hits, bro, with the patented jab feint uppercut. I think Johnson's going to bust up Bruno. Dana still don't know who Belal is. It's funny as shit. Accurate. All right, Cutelaba and C. I feel like the card picks up in a big way. It goes fucking Elijah Smith, Su Young Yu. Honestly, nah. I'm going to tell you, this card heats up, bro. It goes Bolaji Sosa, fire. Smith Yu, cool as fuck. Asplund Petrino, best fight in the card. Orolbai Curtis, dope fight. Johnson versus Silva, fantastic. And then it's like, oh, we got Cutelaba and C. I'm like, I'm like, Cutelaba and C, The best fights on the card, Oki Sosa, Smith Yu, Petrino Asplund, Curtis Orolbai, Silva Johnson, Delgado Fili, and then Emmett Vallejos. Hecher Sousa, honorable mention. Rahiki Hardwick could actually be fire. Jake Paul fought De La Hoya. He'll destroy De La Hoya. I like this card a lot, man. I do feel like the C fight has less hype, though. So let's get to it. Iwan Cutelaba, Oumar Sy. Listen, bro. Cutelaba's kryptonite has been Oumar Sy style of builds. Look at his fighting career. Look, loss, right? Look at the length. Look at the fighter. Ryan Spann, lanky. Johnny Walker, lanky. Kennedy and Zechku, lanky. These lanky guys give him problems. And I think Oumar Sy's length is a problem. I feel like Oumar Sy, I have to kickbox him from the outside. Cutelaba might get caught in a fucking submission. Cutelaba might get caught in some stupid shit. He might end up getting subbed, man. He might end up getting subbed. Oumar Sy is everybody's pick. Of course. Now, how do you like him to win? Well, You look at Oumar Sy. His money line is minus 275. I think he's winning. How does he get it done? First instinct I had was submission. I think submission, man. I think C's ground game is actually pretty fucking legit. And Cutelaba puts himself into these bad spots, bro. And I'm not crazy about going C by KO, but I'll put it down as an option to vote on. There are a few Cutelaba witnesses around, though. I don't think C by decision is crazy either. At plus 265, not crazy. I think C gets it done. I think he chokes him out. He might even win with ground and pound. Like, he could knock him out, too. All right. C is 74% of the chat's pick. Not surprised at all. Have you done Marwan yet? He's up next. They changed the bout order of the card, dude. We're doing Marwan next. Alonzo Menifield's really not that great. I know he outworked him, but like, I think Menafield probably is better than Cutelaba, though. Menafield still beat Dustin Jacoby. You know? I know more than anyone in here, man. The only reason you'd say something like that is if you're struggling with insecurity of what you know. So you'll be all right, dude. You don't have to try and prove yourself to the chat that you know things. Just talk the fights like a normal fucking person. Jesus. I don't know why you feel threatened by the chat's knowledge of combat. I mean, everybody in this chat right now, for the most part, is a very hardcore MMA fan. So they know some shit. Degen Laba is almost unknockoutable at times. That's why you got to strangle him. Also, chat, we're at 86 likes. We're close to the hour and a half mark. Let's get 90 likes up in here. Dude, they changed the bout order. It's stupid, bro. I like the original bout order. I think Petrino and Asplund is a main card banger. Get up in shadow box some sense. Hey, I'll be throwing a number out for a shadow box. I'll throw a number out when we get to the featured fight. So get me to 100 likes and then we'll talk. We'll talk about a stream like goal. Yeah, them changing the bout order shit annoys me. Asplund is for the people, bro. I'm an Asplund fucking fan. How you not? Asplund's that motherfucker. Come on now. Butthurt? Dude, I don't get butthurt. I make picks every week on every single card and I have for the past 6 years, bro. If I spent time getting butthurt, I wouldn't be able to focus on the next event. It's the no inner monologue, exactly, bro. That's what it is, Hernano. It's the guy above you in chat. I hope all 14 fights remain, too. Hey, WTS Wiz, I'm glad you let the beast out. I'm glad you took out that rage, you know? Flying knee through the screen for all the haters, yeah. Got her looking like Mitch after the Emmett fight is crazy. They moved the Asplund fight to the prelims, bro. The best fight on the card is a prelim fight. It's stupid. Yeah, the MMA community is cool, but every now and then there's a couple of L dudes, bro. Quick shadow grapple. Dun, 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 dun. If there was a 6th round, Max would have destroyed Oliveira. That's funny as shit. C by sub is blowing the roof off the fucking holy shit. 45% going C by sub. I agree. I think C is gonna sub Cutelaba. Let's go. Dudes don't put any picks out, but then they say they pick all winners. Or they'll lie and they'll do this and that. They blind dog pick. Oh, I hit all the dogs, but all I picked was underdogs. Okay. Have fun. Go have a good channel, bro. Go try to build something, man. Get the fuck out of my fucking face. You stole that from someone in your chat? It's funny as shit, though. All right, so the winner of the poll is C by sub. Decisions is second place. But C by sub is the A side. All the notes from this show will be in the Discord, so don't you worry about it, all right? Up next, we got Savagery. Your content is the best in the game. Give you a hard time if you shit the bet on picks. Hey, listen, I appreciate that, Rusko. At least you can be honest and say that. Thank you. I'm less annoyed at you. At least you can admit that. Thank you, bro. Hughes should be my dog lock. I like Hughes as a dog, but I don't know, man. I couldn't dog lock her. Yadong Mario and co-main Figgy Talbot. Same, bro. I think that's better, but they might be going Martinez Talbot then. I don't know, dude. Mario and Yadong seems way more fun than Figueiredo. I don't even understand that, bro. Why is Figgy getting that? I guess they're trying to deliver Asia with a W. They want Song to win. I think Mario beat Song. Up next, we got Marwan Rahiki and Harry Hardwick. Listen, bro, it's a motherfucking squash match. It's supposed to be, but Hardwick got abs, dog. Who the fuck is this? Soft body Hardwick came in shape. Marwan Rahiki's a hell of an athlete. He's a sharp striker. He's fast as fuck. Watch his spinning back kicks to the body. Dude's got a lot of will to win. He's got big power. Got nasty elbows. You drop him, he's not giving up on himself. I mean, the dude he fought Mulumba last time was landing bombs. That being said, though, he is very hittable. He leaves his head right in the center line as he rips big shots because he's offense-minded, which against Hardwick, who doesn't have a lot of power, should be fine. I think he should be able to get through Hardwick, but if Hardwick looks to wrestle a little bit, I don't know. You know, what happens to Rahiki if he's on his back? Things could get a little weird here for Rahiki. I know Hardwick looked like shit in his UFC debut, and bro, he's got chicken legs. That being said, he did lose to Kawe Fernandez, who's fucking awesome. So a loss to Kawe Fernandez versus now fighting a Marwan Rahiki at 145. It is a real step down in competition. Kawe Fernandez is one of the better unranked lightweights in the world. Rahiki's a good talent, but he's rather unproven. I'm still picking Rahiki. I still think he gets the KO. I think Hardwick is pretty mid. I think he's tough. I think he's got a lot of, pressure that he can bring, and kind of like the Ricky Tercios thing where he's got volume, but I just don't think he's good. So Rahiki by KO is my pick. But, for a guy making his UFC debut at minus 260, he is a pretty big favorite. Especially after he struggled a bit on Contender Series against a guy in Mulumba. I do think he probably stops Hardwick. But, I guess what I'm saying is put a tad bit of respect on Hardwick's name because he's coming in with a lot to prove after a terrible debut. But it was a short notice debut against a great striker that is bigger than him. Hardwick does have a lot of pro wins. Hardwick, you look at his fighting career, 13-4-1. He came into the UFC riding an unbeaten streak of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fights. He's got 4 subs, 3 KOs, but he's more of a decision guy. He doesn't have great power. Listen, most likely Marwan Rahiki beats his ass. Most likely he beats his ass. Rahiki by KO plus 135 is my pick. Hardwick by a decision. Dude, I agree. Kawe rescheduled versus Yama would go hard, but I think they are. I don't know what Kawe's up to, dude. He disappeared, bro, into the void. Under 1.5 plus 140. I'll throw that in there. Fight could be a banger for as long as it lasts, you know? The GOAT picked Hardwick? No way. And who is said GOAT? You think great value on Rahiki finish will be a steal looking back at it? Rahiki wins round 1 plus 240. What's Rahiki ITD? Freaky Rahiki, which is a great nickname. Minus 105 inside distance. He's only got one sub win. It's probably KO. Hardwick needs the fluke. What's Rahiki wins in round 1 or 2? Plus 150? All right, I'll put that in there. All right. Shamrock and underdog thoughts? Honestly, he's live, bro. El Sawadi's kind of trash. I might just pick Shamrock and ride. I hate this narrative the community has that if you have a war in the contender series, you're not that good. It's kind of ridiculous. No, I mean, he showed a lot of will to win, and like it's a good sign that he's come through with adversity on the opposite end, whereas Hardwick fought up some adversity off and just got killed. At the end of the day, Hardwick's a Brit, and he's fighting in America the week before the card in the UK. They ain't pushing him much. Get your votes up in the poll. And hey, get me 100 likes, chat. We're at 92. We're making moves up to it. Oh, shit. We're making moves up to it. Or by decision, Delgado KOC submission. The KZ cycle, KZ. Cheers. I like it. You're going to be so pissed if Orolbai just starches Chris Curtis. Hardwick sub is menacing. Hardwick sub is menacing. He'll crash out if Hardwick wins. AL Mayonnaise is the guy in Tapology. I wonder who he is in real life. Who is he? European, where he didn't look that good. He just had heart. He got a lot of heart. He'll crash out if Hardwick wins. Bad. I don't think he will. Manoel Sousa. I'm going Oki. I don't trust in Sousa yet. Sousa, whatever. He's a big, scary Brazilian. Or, you know, a jack scary. He's not really that big, but. All right. Everybody on the poll is picking what we already knew. They're going Rahiki by KO. Freaky Rahiki by KO. 74% on it. That's the line of the masses. Finally, we got some bangers coming up now, though. 2 out of the next 3 fights, cult classics. 1 out of the next 3, ladies fight. All right. Let's keep it running. Let's keep on moving up the card. Next fight on it is Andre Fili and Jose Delgado. It's the featured fight of the night. And I think it's the Jose Delgado feature. They're giving him a longtime UFC veteran, guy that has been on the roster forever at this point. I think Jose Delgado is going to show out. I think Delgado is going to knock Fili out. I really think Fili's going to struggle with Delgado striking. He's too fast. He's too precise. And he's too powerful. The guy just has all the makings of a future contender. He's what you love to see with the striker. He's tall and long for the weight class, but he has explosive ability. He doesn't seem to have some deficiency in cardio or a chin. Nearly knocked out Nathaniel Wood, was fucking him up round 1. And I think that's a big deal. Regardless of the fight ending and going against him by a decision, that could have been a draw. Nathaniel Wood is really a tough out. And to get that performance out of the way, and it's a loss, sure, it didn't really drop the stock of Delgado for me. It's like, okay, he learned a lot fighting a very good fighter. Now he's fighting a guy in Andre Fili that's not as good as Nathaniel Wood, who has a loss to Nathaniel Wood, but is good. I just think Fili's getting knocked out, man. He's been win-loss for a while. He's coming off a win. I think loss is coming. I think Delgado's putting him away, man. I think Delgado's going to be too sharp. I see him attacking Fili's legs. I see him looking comfortable from the outside. I think he finds shots on Fili. I think Fili's going to sleep, man. I do. I think Delgado's knocking him out. I think Delgado could get him early, too. Like, I think first round Delgado is live here. I think Delgado round 1 is a possibility, which I got a lot of respect for Fili. I've backed Fili a lot in certain fights, and I've been right. But there's times, but you got to just recognize real. The side of Jose Delgado is just too much. He's a 4-1 favorite, bro. Big odds now. Fight probably goes under 2.5 at -185. But let's look at the props that matter here. Delgado KO. So it's not a great line, but it is plus money. It's plus 100. If it's -110 for you, that's not as good. But you can find plus 100. Depends what book you're at, but you'll find it. Okay. So Delgado to win by knockout. You look at Jose Delgado's fighting career, 4 submissions, 6 KOs. Not a high likelihood of him deciding to sub up Andre Fili, but also not impossible with his build. Delgado might end up showing some grappling skills and sub up Fili, just more as a, all right, I rocked your shit and you gave me the neck. Let me strangle you now. And I could see Fili getting caught in a strangle. And if you look, I mean, Fili as a pro, right? Recent fight, C-Rod, short. Melquizael Costa, lanky, similar build to Delgado, gets subbed in round 1. Cub Swanson, split decision. I could have went Cubs' way. Short and stocky power puncher. Dan Ige puts him out. Beats a bum in the lanky Lucas Almeida, but he's terrible. Short Nathaniel Wood shows him levels. Split decision against Bill Algio that could have gone either way. A little short Joe Anderson Brito knocked him out in the first round. We've seen Fili cooked in round 1 a few times, man. And I think he's getting cooked in round 1 here. I'd be impressed if he goes longer. Delgado wins in round 1 is not a great line. Sits at plus 180, so it's not a magical play. Delgado KO round 1, plus 235. They're not giving you much for it. What's Delgado and under 1.5? Let's see. Plus 110. Shit. Wow. Really shit. Really shit. Delgado round 1, plus 180. KO round 1, plus 235. It's not good. That's not good. What's the fight goes under 2.5 rounds here? Under 2.5 for this fight, minus 185. I feel like it's pretty live to go under. To be fair, though, Delgado could win a decision if need be. Hey, Robert Sterling 951. Thank you for $4.99. Long time sub of the channel. I'm curious, have you ever trained any martial arts? Yeah, bro. I have. So as a young buck, I told this story actually on a Fight Society podcast the other week. As a young buck, I learned how to box a little bit. My dad would take me to the boxing gym with him as he would go as a young kid. And then I moved to Florida. I started doing like Shotokan karate at the time, but it was more real back then. Like they actually did like above the waist kickboxing sparring and like you would hit each other. It's not like we were just doing the, what is the sparring that the karate does now? Tap, then it's a break. Like, no, you would just go. And I did that for a while. I did more boxing. I fought in boxing and kickboxing. One each, bro. Low key banger, Jay. And jiu-jitsu in my 20s, bro. So yeah, I've done a mix of it, bro. That karate black belt, I don't fucking carry it around like I got a BJJ black belt. But listen, a karate black belt, it's like getting a 2-stripe blue belt, bro. And I got a no-stripe blue belt in jiu-jitsu on top of it. So fuck you, bro. There's something. Thank you for $4.99, my boy. I appreciate you, bro. Taekwondo is tap, tap. And like modern karate is more the tap, tap. Old school is a little different. UFC Macau, Alex Perez, Sumaderji. Is this actually true? Thank you for $4.99, Robert Sterling. I appreciate the fuck out of you. You're a certified gangster, bro. All right, Delgado is everybody's pick to win. I'm not going to spend too much time running that fucking poll over here. All right. Dude, Sue getting a ranked fight. If he beats Alex Perez, bro. I mean, listen, bro. Loses Charles Johnson. Odds are He's going to get some wins. All right. The poll option is up. Vote for your favorite prop. Vote for your favorite. Gonna catch AJ in the cool might is crazy. Remember when UFC 4 brought it in? It was so cool. Tiger Showman's is pretty legit, bro. That's like legit kickboxing too. I mean, yo, this UFC fighters that came out of that gym. Tiger Showman was legit. Legit striking, bro. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, 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 bump. Delgado KO is blowing the fucking roof off the pole. I'll let it run a little longer. I'll let it run a little longer. I'll let it run a little longer, bro. There's really no reason for me to let it run longer. It's not even close. Nothing's going to move, bro. Is it good against green? You talking about Jeremy Stevens? Jeremy Stevens' hands are ferocious. I think Delgado KO makes the most sense, yeah. Odds are strongly in his favor that he's going to put him away. All right, let's throw the poll up for the ladies' co-main. All right. All right, all right. Hold this up. Let's keep it going. The best prop there, Delgado by KO. Under 2.5 was in second place, but only 17%. Amanda Lemos, Jillian Robertson. I like the chances for Jillian when this fight hits the ground to control position. I think Jillian's youth is also a factor, bro. 38 for Amanda Lemos. This is a red flag. This is a red flag, dude. Jillian Robertson in her prime at 30, consistently getting better. Dangerous from top position. When she gets on top, she has good ground and pound. She's actively looking for a finish, and she is a nightmare to deal with. Now, striking is definitely Lemos. She's faster. No argument. Lemos is a better striker. But will she be able to keep Robertson off of her? And if they get to the ground, I mean, I think Jillian Robertson could take her back and submit her. I think Jillian Robertson could beat her up. Like, there's a lot of pathways if Jillian gets this fight to the ground. And I'm not feeling good about trusting in Lemos fending takedowns off for the entire fight. Lemos, in her most recent outing, went distance against Tatiana Suarez, but I think Tatiana Suarez might also be a tad bit overrated. And I think about Lemos pulling out of their initial meeting with medical issues. I don't love that. That was for the December card, I believe, at the Apex. Now they run it back here in the co-main. I just think Robertson is going to be even more ready this time out. So Jillian Robertson, the pick, makes the most sense. Now, how does she win this fight? I wish there was an option to pick wins the fight on the ground, you know? Not like a punch gets it there, but like she lands a takedown to get the finish. Like that would be the prop I would touch. I think you can consider a Robertson inside distance at plus 210. You can consider a Robertson submission at plus 300 or a Robertson KO plus 675. But there's also a real outcome of plus 170 for her to go out and win by a decision. That's not of the insane magnitude, right? But I'll say Jillian ITD at plus 210. Something just feels like that's going to be it, you know? Just kind of feels like it. So Robertson inside the distance plus 210. Let's see what else we got. Robertson sub 3-1. Robertson over 2.5 takedowns at minus 135. Honestly, bro, I think she's live for it. I'll put that as an option. Yeah, Robertson over 2.5, minus 135. That's nice. 77% of chat picking Robertson, as they should be. Robertson KO at plus 750 is wild, bro. And it would have to be ground and pound. I don't feel good about it, but I'll put it on there. All right. There we go. There we go. We got the slate. Thank you guys for 100 likes. I appreciate you guys showing love on the live stream. All right. All right. Okay. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. I feel like the 2.5 takedowns could be solid. Like, does Robertson stop Lemos? None of the above. What do you like instead, Mitchell Tannis? What's the call for you then? What makes you feel good? What call makes you feel good? I like that one. The parlay, we just need Lemos to get up 2 times. I think she could. Imagine Robertson just takes her down and mauls her. But Raul Len's 16 takedowns was crazy. But like Lemos on top is power. Lemos on top is physical. Or Lemos on top. Robertson on top is physical. D-Gen Savage lock. Listen, I respect if anybody's going D-Gen Savage Lemos because their striking is live. But if Robertson gets her down, I really feel Lemos has a hard time dealing with the top pressure. Minus 144 for the fight to go distance. I'd rather just stay away. I'm not crazy about props for this fight. I think there's better props you can play on this card. I think there's better options for you. 1000%. There's definitely better options, bro. Let's see what the poll looks like at the end of it all. Robertson moneyline at 2-1. I'm like, You know, I'm like, First, I put Jillian in a parlay with Vallejos. Listen, good luck. I think it's live to hit. I don't think it's a crazy take at all. But the ground and pound is live, bro. And that's the wild plus money. So if you're chasing D-Gen shit, you think, hey, maybe she'll drop hammers. Yo, if she ground and pound finishes Lemos, her stock jumps a crazy amount. It's an insane stock jump. All right. Poll is going to go up for the main event. We're about to jump to the main event in a second. Make sure you guys show the love. Hit the like button. We got main event time kicking off. W to everybody watching. If you're on the replay, gang, also special shout out. Appreciate you tuning in, all right? Josh Emmett versus Kevin Vallejos. You got to pick Vallejos. I really feel like his technical approach to striking at such a young age is a big factor in why I think he's going to end up knocking Josh Emmett out because he doesn't go out and like look for the KO. Vallejos will stay technical and under a proper guard, picking apart Josh Emmett, but not even overextending to land. It's more of a patient read, and then he will find his moments to attack. Josh Emmett also is a guy that does his best work in the line of fire, in the red zone, in the close range, mixing up with big punches and landing big punches. And at 41, yes, the power is the last thing to go, but Vallejos has punching power too. And Vallejos on the inside, I absolutely think could crack Josh Emmett with some big shots, potentially elbows. I mean, he caught Giga Chikadze with the spinning elbow. I really think there's a high probability of Kevin Vallejos being the second guy ever to stop Josh Emmett with punches, like, or, you know, a knockout. I think he's going to knock Josh Emmett out. He was the first guy to chin Giga, and I think he's going to be the second guy to chin Josh Emmett. At 41, I think Emmett is walking into some real big shots from this young savage because that's exactly what Kevin Vallejos is. Emmett still has the chance to rip some overhands, but I don't know. Where is his mind at? His last fight was terrible. He got subbed in the first round easy. Now he takes on a striker who seems to be legit. I think Vallejos is legit. I think he's good enough to beat a 41-year-old Josh Emmett. You know? Like Vallejos KO 3, 4, and 5. He lets the fight come to him. I like that about him. I think first round he makes his reads. Second, third, fourth. Yeah, that's when he's going to really attack. You going to do a video for all the main events announced, Jay? Absolutely. Main events, Jay. Video coming out after this stream. What I'm going to do is finish the stream, record, make it happen. Hey, Gray Shirt, thank you for 17 months of membership. Jeremy Stevens, still the real hardest hitter at 145. And listen, now he's fighting against Bobby Green. So let's see if against King Green he's able to drop him. His hands are deadly, bro. Hey, thank you for 17 months, Gray Shirt, Mr. Christmas himself. I really feel like this is Vallejos' chance to shine. I like him after round 1. I think like Emmett's chance is first round knockout. I know my brother thinks like if Emmett's to win, it's going to be a first round KO. And I respect his take on it. But if it goes longer than first round, it's got to be Vallejos beating him. Dude, I'm excited to go news reaction, Jay. I've been on fire with news videos this week. This is also going to be like my most fire week where I've done a video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, now Thursday, and then Friday. Shit. Saturday with the, recap show. I guess it might be Sunday morning when it releases, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm talking about. It's daily content. Vallejos KO minus 110. I think it's very live. Vallejos KO round propping it. Let's see. What do we got? I think we got 1, 2, and 3. Do they have that option? Vallejos wins 1, 2, 3. Nope. Vallejos 1 or 2. Vallejos 3 or 4. I feel like Vallejos 2, 3, 4 is nice. Like if they had the option of Vallejos 2, 3, 4 at any of your books, I like that. Over 3.5 minus 121. Under 4.5 minus 155. Vallejos by decision plus 200. I'll put it on there because it's not out of the realm of possibility. Josh Emmett has a chin. Emmett by KO is plus 800. I'll throw it out there because. What's the double chance? I don't have it in front of me, bro. You're picking Vallejos by KO, but not betting it because I saw in the Ilya fight with Josh. Dude, the fucking chin on him, huh? Is Evloev out of the fight with Lerone? I'm hearing rumors about it. But I haven't heard confirmation that that fight is canceled. If Evelev pulls out, I'm done. Honestly, useless. You're going to have to grow to hate your guy if he pulls out. All right, Vallejos KO, Vallejos decision, Emmett KO. What else do you guys like? Do you guys like an over and under to throw down as an option? Obviously, Vallejos is the chat's pick for the winner. Was there anything that calls you? Anything that calls you? I hope the Evelev Visa post was fake as fuck, Gray Shirt. I hope it was fake as fuck. Under 3.5 plus 100. Under 2.5 plus 160. Does Vallejos get them done under 2.5 rounds? Hey, Dirty Reg. W to the replay gang, though. I went late, too, tonight, man. I went late, Jay, tonight. Significant strike totals. Let's see. Vallejos over 85.5. Bro, if it's a knockout, it's not going to hit. Emmett over 52. I'm going to put under 2.5 as an option at plus 160. I'll throw it down as an option. I have to. I have to give you the chance. Vallejos KO, only the good prop? Yeah, probably. All right. Bam. There we go. Get your votes in on the prop. Now, I'm just looking at what is a little degen prop cycle. Degen prop cycle. Delgado KO plus 100. Delgado KO. Vallejos KO. Orolbai and over 1.5. Rahiki KO at plus 135. Be a sub or by decision. Delgado KO. I respect that call, useless. I respect the lineup, bro. Bro, who did Benio piss off? Dog, he's getting sent to fucking slaughter. The unfortunate truth for Benny Dariush, man. Sent to slaughter once again. I feel for him. I mean, he is signing the contracts to take these fights, but he's sent to slaughter. That's just what happens, bro. Every time. Sent to slaughter. Every single time. Sent to slaughter constantly, bro. Quillian's going to knock his ass out. Yo, can I ask you guys something? Any of you guys ever had to do jury duty, bro? I got sent the fucking summons for March, and I was pissed. Tell me, any of you savages know how the fuck could I get out of doing? I mean, obviously, there's a chance to just tell me not to come when I fill out the thing online. But it's like Tuesday at like fucking 7 a.m. March something, end of March. I'm like, can I just? I'm an MMA YouTuber, bro. Like, if I don't go live, I don't make money. The fuck can I get out of this shit? Vacation. Fucking hell. You denied it? Fuck, I got chosen, bro. Make up an excuse. I told him I had my son that day. Say take care of Jersey. I could also just say I take care of my elderly grandparents. You can't get out of that shit, bro. Fuck. If any of you guys actually done it, fucking, I'll come in with the flat cap. What's going on? It's jury duty, Jay. Jury duty, Jay. Listen, he's guilty. He's going to fucking give him the maximum fucking sentence. Bro, if it's a murder case, Jesus. I'm going in. Did this guy do it? Imagine. Nah, I don't think he did it. No, he did it. Nope. Not guilty. Not guilty. I'll sit here all day. Ever been recognized in public? Only twice. 32 days? No way they're going to have you 32. I'm not fucking doing it, bro. Give me a fucking week in jail over that. I'd do a week in the fucking slammer over 32 days of that shit. Fuck no. Not doing it. You just didn't show Troy Hustle? Yeah, come get fucking arrested. I could get ruled as incompetent. You're right. Dirty as hell, not showered. Was an intense assault case? Jesus. Fuck, I'll show up, though. Like, you have to. Oh, damn, Troy Hustle. Yeah, that probably was a trap. He's part of the experts army. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Yeah, I don't know. What if I just say that I smoke a lot of pot? I just can't make decisions well. See, that's the thing. My job's not going to pay me to go. You know, I might be stuck there all fucking day. I'll be pissed. You don't show up, you call the number first, and most likely won't have to go. Okay. Well, hopefully I don't have to go. I hope not. Vio's KO is destroying in the poll, by the way, but second place is Vio's decision. It is my civic duty. You're right. If I have to go, I'll go. How much will they pay me? $100? Like, if they give me $100, I'll do it. Like, will I get $100? $1 an hour is fucking crazy. Are you kidding me? Do a stream for an hour. Jesus. Vio's by knockout wins the poll as expected. I mean, I'm not surprised by anything here. Is anybody? Not the line that you necessarily want, but it wins. Wow. So that right there is a propaholic shoot. The big issue is coming up with a prop cycle outside of what I've already talked about. I kind of just like to stick with what I already talked about, bro. Like, I thought a decent little prop cycle, D-Gen prop cycle, Delgado KO, Orolbai over 1.5, Asplund KO, Vallejos KO, C inside distance, Johnson over 1.5, and then Hughes decision plus 46,000, you know? But I also think Delgado knockout, Orolbai over 1.5 rounds at plus 280. Like, I think that's solid. That's pretty good. Like, that's a nice play. $32 for the day? Great. Great. Whatever. It's all good. I'll get it figured out. It's fine. It's fine, bro. It's part of life. It's a good experience. It's all good, Jay. It's all good, Jay. Any D-Gen prop parlays that y'all like? Like that Orolbai and over 1.5. Delgado, KO. And then you got to rely on, you think C gets the sub, or you can just go C inside distance. I think that 3-legger hits. There's some wonders for it, man. Chat, we're at 107 likes. Get me 110, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the Propaholics, bro. You just said it. Go in smelling like weed. Wow, you seem real intellectual. Kevin KO, Delgado KO, Orolbai over 1.5, but then he destroys Curtis in 1 round. I'll be pissed. I just like my confident parlays and some dogs this week. I think it's a good, like, 2-3-leg parlay week and some good straight bets. That's what I think. A couple D-Gen calls, like Asplund 2nd round or 3rd round KO. That's nice. I got to cook up that video here shortly. So I'm going to do a reaction. I mean, I think Indian MMA will eventually have like one guy in the rankings. I don't think it will be forever shit, bro. Somebody will figure it out, dude. I promise. Somebody for your country will. There's always somebody. There's always somebody, bro. Always. Always, always, always. Hey, well, I hope you guys enjoyed Propaholics. I'll be live for lunch tomorrow doing the usual lunchtime live thunder. I'll also be live, Saturday for the full card doing the weigh-in recap. I don't know why I thought you were Indian gray shirt. Sorry. And then, yeah, the usual heat. The usual heat, bro. But tonight I got a video coming out soon. I'm going to literally get this video ready to rock after this stream. I got to get my mind right. Honestly, it's going to take me 10 minutes. I just got to fucking wash my face off a little bit. A little post-sweat from the stream. I want to clear myself and drop a fucking cult classic, okay? So turn the post notifications on. I'm doing the news reaction to all the big main events after this shit. Hell yeah. W in the chat. Smash the like button. Thank you guys for helping me hit 58,000 subs. We celebrate tomorrow. It's going to be a banger. All right. Love you guys. I'll talk to you all in a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed Propaholics per usual. And, you got some in-depth looks at everything. Talk to you guys in an hour or so for the news reaction. Love you guys. Hey, W guard down. I see you, bro. Thanks, guys. Peace.